Yeah, we are kind of like Scooby-Doo crew.
No, we're not.
Let me just paint
With
the
angst.
mystery wagon on this side of it.
And you're Daphne.
Yeah, okay.
Remember in the movie she knew black belt kung fu?
Uh-huh.
And how to use a garrote wire. And she's totally there, all there. So,
Who's Shaggy?
Oh, God.
Anywho.
We're making good use of our time.
Does that make Arden Velma just
yes.
like a really crass Velma?
Actually, modern Velma is really crass.
and jaded. Last we left off, the party had been making some hard decisions about where they were headed next and what to do with their newfound information.
Was that a hard decision? It seemed pretty unanimous.
It took like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
2, 1.
Everyone just argue with the voice in the sky.
Yeah.
But desert with terrible things happening to you if you enter.
You just really want us to go.
Yeah, let's get sidetracked in the poison desert to get a piece of loot that may or may not be there, when we could take care of the imminent threat that is a couple hours away.
You can always do both.
Okay, well, this isn't an RPG where it's like we have a little side quest thing and we just, go over to the next instance and time stands still for the rest of the world.
Good.
Wait, it's not?
Magic.
Yeah, you like see something bad happening and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to go collect a bunch of seashells. Hopefully everything will be okay.
I think I saw some pots in that shopkeeper's shop that I haven't broken yet.
You know what? We forgot to collect those rat skins from
Oh.
the cellar. We should go back.
So it's semi-unanimous.
There was that concern about eventually getting back to the festival, but that's days and days and days away.
6
6 days away. Totally not 7 or 8.
6 days.
Someone's keeping track. So we're driving, we're riding.
Yes, riding, driving, and pathfinding. Who's doing those things?
I believe it was decided Theron was not driving for some reason. So it's Sam.
Yes.
Sam, survival check.
Just waiting to know which one it was. Would that be a lost check?
It could be.
Let's see how the roll goes first.
Yeah, it was 17.
All right, you're going to be able to find your way in the proper direction. How's the riding going?
That I assume is the speech for ride check. Poorly.
Oh my God.
It's a 5.
So your caravan is not going anywhere fast. Sam knows where to go. It's just the getting there is the hard part.
The ground is like all muddy and I'm getting stuck.
And the Bugaloo don't think they've been pampered enough yet.
If only we had people that were capable of driving these things.
Bata, help. Make them go fast.
Oh. Like, is it so slow that I can just get out, walk in front of them, and
It's not moving.
it's not moving.
You got like 10 feet and they were like, good.
I found new flowers to munch on.
All right, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna just chitter at their faces and.
I feel like this is akin to somebody who just like works on a car before it goes. Just like
Slam.
pets the motor and goes, come on, buddy.
23. You chitter at them and make sure they're all happy.
Their attention turns away from the new flowers they found.
They found more flowers.
Of course. They're experts at finding flowers. They had to move 10 feet away from the dry patch, of course.
Where are we? Are we still in?
So you haven't gone anywhere.
Oh no!
We're at the base of the spire.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Spot is taking a moment like, where are we? Turns a little bit around. Oh, we're like just 10 feet away from... Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna take some more flowers and put them around Susie and Marcus and ask them to go, please.
Okay, are you going to be guiding them on this journey?
Yeah.
Ride check.
Oh shoot.
That's not a handle animal?
They've already got them, but you still need to be able to get them to go and guide them.
Why is it so hard to, like... I mean, it's like, do I need to make a ride check every time I start the car?
Yes.
11.
No.
You need to make a mechanics check.
Sounds
No.
like you're taking 10.
Why aren't we?
Arden's just in the back of the cart just complaining just constantly now. Sam will scoot over for Bata.
I'll take the reins and gently
What'd you get?
An 11.
That'll do.
We get
Only with
unstuck.
happy bugaloos, right?
So while you're making your journey, please, anyone who's interested in the world outside your walls, make a spot and/or listen check.
That's ominous.
But I feel like anytime we do spots checks, it's like, oh, there's a spider. No.
No, there's not. Adjust trajectory 5 degrees.
Sam did a listen for 12.
It's like when bugaloo go at a certain pace, you could make music with it. It's a nice beat.
So like
All
the
those
same,
legs.
The same thing is on the way here.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a spot because I'm like a new driver here, so I'm not doing the whole nervous
Rubbernecking.
Yeah, constantly looking everywhere. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Well, anyone else making any checks, or everyone else sleeping and taking care of themselves?
Pulling out the book.
Headed down from Tempest to Vinculum. Ah, yes. So, as you re-enter the woods, you keep your eyes open for the continual struggle of the manypedes versus the spiders and their many egg sacs laid across the canopy cover. You do, however, find yourself unable to locate either of the beasts.
Oh, good.
Ah, to your relief, it appears.
No, you were unable to see them. That's what he's saying.
Oh.
Not that they aren't there.
I don't know. That was a pretty good roll.
Sam, I don't see any. Yeah, Sam, looks like this is going to be a safe journey through this woods. You know? Calm and easy, no problems.
From under the cart, you hear choice words.
Sam looks nervous.
What?
Arden's, considering I guess we just had like an overnight thing in the spire, it sounds like. Arden's going to try and sleep.
Fair enough.
So it's till nighttime, right? Oh, maybe.
I think he said the sun was coming up as we were coming out.
No.
Well, Sam, you're yawning. You want to go and take a nap too?
Leave them unguided, please.
God says no.
Did you want to use the rope to tie us down in case? I mean, we did tie ourselves down before, right? So.
Is there a less density of spider eggs or a greater density of spider eggs?
Oh, about the same.
No.
Slightly less. Maybe some hatches.
Hopefully Theron's on the roof right now.
Except last time my rope was cut up into little pieces.
Yes.
I just don't see it on my thing anymore.
Uh-oh. Well, you have little pieces of rope.
I remember it was 2 20-foot and 1 10-foot piece.
Okay.
I have a fishing net. We could use the fishing net, put it over us, and then we tie the ends with the rope that we have left onto
It'll
the
be
wagon.
Even harder to get out.
But very secure.
It's not a hooked fishing net, right?
It just says fishing net. I don't think it has hooks on it.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Maybe Theron or Arden have some rope.
Theron says from the top of the cart, "This never happens when I drive."
And then you get snatched up by a spider.
You know what, Sam? You said that the tumbling of the wheels was creating a beat.
It's the Bugaloos,
Oh, okay.
little
Leggy
nubs.
boys?
Yeah, they're leggy boys.
Well, Sam's gonna set up a ham bone.
A what?
Yeah.
Everyone who's trying to sleep, please make a concentration.
It's not that loud. Just enough to set up a silent image to cover Bata and Sam on the front of the cart and make them look like wood. Just like the carriage just goes like whoop.
Fascinating.
That's still a 27 to concentrate.
Very nice. It registers, but then it's gone.
All I get is like a little ear wiggle while you're concentrating.
You're on top of the cart sleeping.
No, I'm just listening to them being weirdos.
And creating this whole, physical, optical illusion of them being stacks of wood.
I would like Theron to know that this performance is the best Sam has ever given with a natural 20.
Ham boning.
Theron says under her breath, "Damn."
No one will ever know.
It's so good that spiders find us.
well, actually, Theron is now the only visible person on the cart.
Do you want me to get spider abducted?
There is a pre-existing precedent.
Wait, Saz is under the wagon again, isn't he?
I may have successfully made a hammock out of things that were not a hammock.
He did that when we first got the card.
Saz,
Yes.
please don't grab any eggs.
Anything.
Which still really doesn't make sense as to how we got a spider egg out of a tree from underneath the cart.
Because it fell on the ground.
But we would have had to, like, taken the cart over it.
It was nighttime.
Yeah, I
And then
guess.
Zaz said, I absolutely did not leave the cart. I absolutely did not leave the cart.
Don't even need to roll a sense motive for that one.
Sense motive. I believe him. What is that smile for?
That's a 19 plus bluff.
I believed him already.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I said I rolled and I
For those listening, they probably snuck out of the cart.
Maybe that's what I should have gotten from the spire. Just fucking tracking color for
just for sauce.
just for Zos, yeah.
So, yeah, imagine you've got little like holes in your like physical illusion for you and Sam to see through. So it's like these two little beady eyes under all this wood kind of look.
This is Sam's illusion. I'm not sure what it looks like.
Instead of a bench on the front of the carriage where people like ride, it looks like the reins are like going into the, like it's a fully enclosed space.
Oh, okay.
This is magic, sir. It's like a two-way mirror. You can't see into it, but you can see out of it.
I kind of like Yuma's explanation more because it looked like Scooby-Doo's like painting. The eyes just like doo-doo.
It was really Mr. Jenkins this whole time.
In the Minipede costume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After what feels like a long, long time, you emerge from the forest that caused you and your crew so much anxiety before, unscathed.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say missing one person.
Until we check for Zos again.
Well, there's still the army of undead waiting for us on the edge of the forest. But we got through the forest okay.
Speaking of that army of undead, fortunately, they did not punch the time card today, and they are not there to bother you.
Wait, they're on payroll?
Aren't we all in some respects?
Well, actually, when you're a mindless undead automaton, you don't have a sense of self. You just have...
It's the payroll of fate. Arden.
Brains. And then there's a wiggle, a sensory impact on your body from a dagger given to you by a maybe dear friend someday.
Who's you?
Who has the dagger?
I do.
So on top of the cart.
Who's I?
What do you mean?
There
by-
in the circle. Feels a vibrating dagger.
To those who know, sea travel has become difficult. The Empire has begun the purification of the sea with the decline in Perch Trading Company. The Order is aiding in this endeavor, as is the Couriers Guild, now establishing alliances to transport information, raw resources, and supplies in place of safe sea travel or costly teleportation. Sincerely, your friend.
Why's everyone looking at me? I've been with y'all the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just like, Perch 2.0 now.
Couriers Guild.
I hate organization.
No, it sounded like the Empire was the one in charge. You know when someone takes like a screenshot of their monitor and then posts that with their phone? That's the audio version of that.
But yeah, that's the message you got over the dagger, Theron.
Okay. Well, like, hopefully it plays like over and over and over again. Like,
It's a walkie-talkie. It will not play repeatedly unless he sends it repeatedly.
oh,
It's not an answering machine.
So did you get all that?
yeah. Shall I assume everybody heard that, or
You get one person sleeping, two people in front in dubious. You're probably awake, but you're probably focused elsewhere. The dagger hopefully doesn't speak loud enough for everyone in the surrounding zone to hear you. More of a hush-hush, here's your info kind of dagger. I would assume that you probably are the only person who heard everything, unless somebody makes an amazing listen check and is inclined to care.
Well, we just hear a random voice start talking, right?
You just hear like.
It's still weird.
Yeah, you can.
Why are you attacking my die?
Stealing its energy.
No.
Because that listen was a 24.
So you would have heard everything.
Okay, well,
Not that Theron would know that.
Theron fumbles with her dagger and then holds it up to her ear with like 2 fingers, like listening to it vibrate. And seems like has like nothing to do with what we're going on right now, which is fine. He wouldn't even know. The gist of it is that the couriers and I don't know what the Empire like.
The Empire is Atlas.
Oh, okay. And then so
what's in the sea that needs purifying?
Oh, a Theron's family.
I guess that'll be collateral. Yes, and anyone else got a guess?
It's the pirates.
Theron's friends. Colleagues.
Former colleagues. It's delicate.
Well, you choose to tell us about this information?
it's just such a weird message because like it's like we're not even getting on a boat anytime soon. Theron just pops her head over the front of the cart where the 2 drivers are, and she asks, "Hey, did you guys hear any of that?"
Sam just like looks up at her. So their snouts are like pointed at each other. It's like, yeah.
That was weird. It sounds like Atlas is working with the Couriers Guild, and I don't. We might have a problem if we get on a ship.
Sam scratches one of his ears and is like, well, Perch was the only reason that the couriers never really expanded into the sea. And if they're gone, I don't really know why they would need the help of the Empire. But maybe there's a lot of instability right now with Perch's, we'll call them escort vessels no longer functioning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if is all the Empire bad? So are all of the couriers bad? Because like that one guy at the festival seemed okay, but I guess there's new friendships going on. But
Well, as Arden puts it, couriers deliver mail.
well, okay, as long as you guys heard that.
Bata?
Yawns.
We'll catch Bata back up later.
So you got a little bit left before you get down to Vinculum, coming out of the woods where you do. The history of the place, since it had been defunct, was overcome with snow, like just buried. Like the entrance to this place, big stone arch, everything would just have tons of snow, ice. You couldn't transverse it. There's none of that there. And the temperature coming off of the entrance feels more tropical than mountainous and wet. And there's a lot of rough stone. There isn't much vegetation anywhere from where you can see. Lots of rolling hills that keep getting taller and more mountainous. And there's an eerie sense of danger from the place. Like any sensible creature would steer far away from here. You especially feel that, Bata. There is a perversion and warping of nature here. And that you feel very readily.
You.
There's something weird going on here.
This place feels off. Did we stop the cart?
And
Did we?
would you stop the cart at getting those kind of vibes? Or would you just go right on in?
Probably slow down quite a bit and hopefully get like Sam to be like, no, it's fine. You know, Sam, is this fine? Is this fine, Sam?
It feels weird, but I don't see anything. I don't see anything.
Sam, make a listen check. You in
So listen.
particular.
With the same roll or a different roll?
Another roll.
Okay.
It's fine if you didn't see anything. You have the expertise to make the most benefit from
The
this.
spot was 13. The listen is 18.
So with the spot, you're going to be able to see weird shadows move around the landscape. And you got a 17 with your listen.
Mm-hmm.
The ambience of this place feels mute, like there's just white noise. What you're able to parse out, however, is that the sense of white noise comes from many different voices, yelps, yawns, screams, melding into each other and canceling each other's more bitter notes out.
But the only thing I can see are little shadows.
This place is populated.
Sam's gonna rack his brain. It's like, what's that thing that Arden does? It's a will to disbelieve.
Go for it. Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh!
That's 30.
Such a good little monkey.
So, staring at this place, it'll take you just a bit of time, but the shadows you saw before become larger, longer, and bend around more of the terrain. The feeling of danger you had before feels more grounded and less pushed on you. You realize that there's an enchantment of some kind, and you're able to push through that. The things you're seeing, however, are becoming more vivid. And somewhere in the far distance, you can see the wings of a large, fiery bird on the mountain extend outward, rise up, and then dive down into the terrain of Vinculum.
But not towards us. Just,
Not towards
just
you,
out there.
but deeper, like the heart where the spire would be.
So, like, there's nothing making the shadows. It was just...
There's more shadows than before.
Oh.
It seems that whatever illusion was thrown over this place was to hide the severity of the danger, not
Make artificial danger.
correct.
Congratulations, you're now twice as terrified as everybody else.
It does, however, mean if you need a survival check on any point through this place, you're more likely to have a realistic answer
Ah.
instead of walking into something worse.
Okay. Sam puts one paw on Bata's shoulder and says, "It'll probably be okay.
It'll probably be okay.
Just don't look too hard." He's got like a concerned look on his face.
I squint. Okay. All right. Just gonna usher Susie and Marcus forward.
Hey, Theron. Is Theron still awake?
Oh yeah.
Staring up at the sky.
Can you wake up Grumpy?
Grumpy.
From under the cart. Have they had enough time to rest? I think they have to do magic stuff, right?
That's why we need Arden awake.
Grumpy.
You're asleep.
Oh yeah, little old grumpy Smurf.
You want us to wait until he wakes up, or
If we wake him up too early, isn't he just going to be mad and not be able to cast magic?
Sam, could you give me a good reason to incur that wrath of waking up Grumpo Puppo?
There's definitely a magical enchantment all over this place, and I saw the firebird from the visions you guys had, and it feels like we're about to die. And
We're about to die?
you said it would be fine, Sam. What do you? Hold on.
Theron does a spot check.
I stopped the wagon.
I said feels like, not that we are.
Theron has stopped listening because you just said we were about to die. What does Theron see for a 16 spot check?
Sam just shrugs like it just feels like it.
Theron, peering into this place, it's a bit maze-like. You do notice some kind of black, pale, gray, inky arms rising up here and there and then going back down, and you feel a strange kinship to those creatures.
We just stopped.
Yep.
That means we gotta do another ride check.
It's just there and it's like, neat, but
Well, he said we were about to die.
no.
What are the hands doing?
They're gripping around on the terrain and looking for something. You feel a sort of connection to them on like a primal level, and you can feel your body ripple a little.
Does it feel like they're going to kill us like we were just told?
It feels like you would know if you encountered them what they do with you. They don't feel like fully formed mentally. They don't have a I'm
they
going to
jive
get
with-
you vibe.
Okay.
But if you walked up to them, they might treat you like an amoeba treats food.
Well, then Theron looks down closer to like the wagon wheels on the ground. Is there anything right at the wagon?
No.
Okay.
No immediate threat to the wagon.
Sam, I don't think. I mean, they're not grabbing the wagon. What are you seeing?
Wait, what's not grabbing the wagon?
There's nothing grabbing the wagon, Bata. But I don't know what's going to kill us.
What?
Bata, what do you see?
Would I be able to see anything, really?
You'd have to try.
I squint and look around.
He extra squints.
Extra squints, hoping to not see anything.
And you were successful. The squinting obscured your vision. That was like, what, a 6?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm still scared.
Theron's still scouring the landscape. Says, I don't see anything where we're in immediate danger, unless you see something, Sam.
I just see a lot of potential ways to get stuck, to get hurt, and of course our quarry here is the giant firebird that is flying around out in the mountains.
Do I spot that at least?
You do not.
Sam, what are you talking about?
I saw it out there, and he points.
I squint.
So it's basically the direction we're going.
Correct.
Well, I don't think stopping is going to do us any good. If it looks like where we're going is where we've intended to all along, then we might as well keep going, because all I see around us are...
I just wanted our magical expert awake.
I'm honestly a little surprised you're not, like, bothered by a landscape of living shadows.
Considering what we've been through? I don't know. I say we just keep going, guys.
All right. That 20 on my right check, I guess. I'm just gonna take it nice and steady and slow and not slow.
Yeah, just boom.
I guess that's a good.
Bot is very awake and attentive right now.
But can is it obvious that Bata doesn't know where he's going though?
Don't say that.
The spire is there. We can see the
So-
spire, right?
Yes. The thing is, it's good that you're there to help.
Okay.
Is that
Because this place was not exactly designed to be the most helpful on its own.
Hey, that's a survival of 25.
Without the penalties of the enchantment. Illusion. You were aiming to get 8 hours of sleep, right, Arden?
Actually, just been a long night. I didn't use any spells yesterday, so I was just tired.
That's fair.
He just needed his beauty sleep.
That's fair. So, as you're traveling through there, Theron, please make a spot check.
Could have got this.
2!
And you're just looking up at the sky and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You're on
Yeah,
the-
she's just looking up at the sky.
Pretty clouds.
Well, high or low, Theron? I rolled earlier. I didn't use it yet.
Low.
There's a lot of clouds up there, and they're coming over and smashing into each other. Might be a storm later.
Storms are brewing.
Meanwhile, down below, we're having a race car rally, sound of easy left, easy right, and
Well,
Hard to port.
And any cart hijinks, she is just relaxing in the poster, just on her back.
Way too nonchalant with this
Yes, very
situation.
very nonchalant.
Sam
Both-
will briefly just say, Xosi's still down there.
Yep. I caught this thing, though, and they stick their arm out from under the wagon with this, centipede-y looking thing with wings and a big mouth with teeth.
Terrifying.
Well, I'm glad the kid listened to us.
And then they, put it toward the ground and let it go, and then the wheel crushes it.
oh,
Gross.
It tried to bite me.
oh,
Please stop picking things up off the ground.
All right. Both of you, please make a spot check.
I don't have to look. I can squint. Okay, I'm not squinting. I'm squinting less now. Apparently,
Sam did 24.
I did 13.
So, Sam, another one of those creatures is kind of to the left of the top of the cart, kind of holding position near you. And there's another one coming up on the right side. And there's maybe a half a dozen, if you take a quick look around the side of the cart, kind of coming up toward the back.
Of these flying centipede creatures.
Yes. Would you like to make a bardic knowledge check?
Sure, why not?
Or another monster-related check?
The bardic knowledge is the best.
I still am not seeing these.
Bata's just...
19.
So this is a sort of flying or a millipedal creature that likes to attach to somebody and then latch on with all of its legs and clamp down. And then they, of course, drain you for everything they can carry. Yeah. And when they get really big, they can be long enough to wrap around somebody and grow multiple wings.
I don't know these.
Keep an eye on your grapple checks, gentlemen.
Is the speed of the cart the only thing keeping them at bay?
No, they can keep up with the cart. Currently.
They just haven't attacked yet.
Yeah, they are creating a swarm.
Though it is worth noting that I'm sure Sam has not dropped his illusion yet.
I probably would have had to talk to Theron.
Oh.
You'd probably be able to talk and keep it up.
Theron's the only one that's not protected by this illusion.
I'm looking up and I don't see these things.
They're behind.
They're behind and to the sides.
And you were distracted by the storm clouds.
They're cool looking.
You have no.
It'll be the last thing you see.
If you were moving much faster and became really reckless, you might outrun them, but you've got uneven terrain for the wagon and rocks and things everywhere, so probably not.
So you're saying it's going to be very difficult to do that?
Very difficult to do that and succeed.
Sam will said poke his head up, try and stuff his snout over the edge of the cart.
Okay.
It's like, Theron,
What?
behind.
Oh, we're doing one-word things?
You just raise your head. You're just gonna raise your head a little bit.
No, she just turns her snout to look behind us.
There's about 12 of those things now behind the cart, flapping together and keeping up pace, long stringy long boys. And they got these mouths that are open with multiple teeth in a circle and a few layers there.
Well, Theron just sits up and looks at them, and do I need to sense motive, or are they pretty...
You could sense motive.
She's like, neat.
I'm going to sense motive on these bugs. It's an 11.
They are giving you all the attention you ever wanted. They are all looking at you.
Fans. They appreciate what you're doing.
Does some of them have drool?
Yeah, some of them could have drool and foaming from the mouth.
Has Theron ever seen these things before?
Theron, please make a knowledge nature check.
Oh, okay. 15.
So, these kind of creatures could be told about in tales where kids should have listened to their parents, because if they don't, they'll be forced to work outside extra, and these might group up on them and carry them away. They are actually real, it looks like. And enough of them could carry you away.
I'm guessing Theron has flashbacks of getting children's stories or something.
This sounds like something your mom might do to you.
This is a good time for mommy issues.
Listen, Theron, if you don't go to school and get those good grades, I'm going to put you to work out there.
Bata just throws Theron out into the wasteland to rake leaves.
But in your case, there probably would have been actual training to shoot these things.
I can't see them.
It's the best part.
I don't know what's happening.
In your case, these also can come from the desert, and they can go long distances inland.
Wait, so can I see them?
If you could have. This is just for you personally.
Okay.
I think it's just a free taxi ride to the Spire, guys.
Take me away!
It's just be 0 constitution when you get there.
It's just going to be, the other spiders.
Dump a body.
So Theron gets in a crouching position and gulps and says, Sam, you guys can... I would suggest keeping driving.
That was the idea.
Okay.
Bata,
Keep on driving.
there's stuff behind us.
Faster.
Just
So
at least keep going.
The terrain is rough and difficult, and
Yes.
and going faster isn't necessarily a great idea.
It's that 20 is helping you a lot. Theron, please make another spot check.
Didn't you say you had a net?
I do have a fishing net, yes. No, do you want to put it on us now?
A 16.
No.
16.
Probably.
So higher up, there is an avian swan, tall person floating up there. And please make a listen check.
Floating in the sky?
Mm-hmm.
Are they flying or just standing and floating?
Their wings are doing lazy flops, but on their own they wouldn't be enough to keep them aloft.
So this is supernatural flight.
Appears so.
Another 16. I know my letters. 18.
There is a faint humming emanating from their body.
Theron searches her mind, wondering what the humming is. Does it sound familiar?
It'd be a knowledge the planes check.
Ooh.
You make a general knowledge check. Maybe this was another one of those stories your mother told you to give you nightmares.
Sure, general knowledge. I'm rolling great on these bullshit.
If it's general knowledge, just be intelligence plus your
I guess I could just scream.
intelligence modifier.
Yeah, so it's 18.
Oh. So you're thinking about it for a moment. You're like, that's a lot of humming. That humming sounds like it's coming from different things. There was an old myth about, your mother may have let you know, or your sister to freak you out, about creatures from other places, like deep dark places in the universe, that would take over somebody's body and go inside. So there's a story about those, and that they would control the person, and that you'd spend your whole life doing what they want you to do. This, I could see your mother giving you that, like, I'll just do this to you if you won't listen. What was your spot check again?
I believe it was 18.
All right, so you can, as you're like thinking about this, there's some bulging that kind of goes over the creature's head and dives down the other side.
Okay.
And this is a swan, so like the head space is not the same as like a bear, so it's really obvious. So there is probably something inside of the creature, at least one thing.
Okay.
And they are looking at you from like 120 feet-ish up.
Okay.
And they are not held aloft. It's like they're using their wings more to control where they are than to actually keep themselves flying.
But they aren't doing anything yet. They're just following us.
Right, like more of those like long creatures. The wings are getting more and more around the cart, so it looks like they're amassing around you.
But they're still behind us. Or no, they're getting around now.
Behind, and you've got now 2 of each of those on your shoulders, 10 feet out, diving in and around the terrain that you're having to navigate.
Okay.
Bata.
Squints.
Do you consent to Sam rummaging through your stuff to find your fishnet?
Please go ahead.
Do I find his fishnet?
Yes.
Okay.
You find his fishnet.
Fishnet
Bata,
stop.
there is a sense of danger around you that keeps getting more and more neck hair raisy kind. You don't necessarily see why, but there's a sense of it.
Sam, wake up, Arden.
The carriage is different. I can't crawl through the window anymore.
Oh. Sauce.
What?
Sauce.
Yes?
Wake up, Arden.
Oh, okay. And then they start crawling up the side of the cart.
And fall off.
No. The bugs will save him before he hits the ground.
Ride check.
13.
13? Okay. As they're getting their little paws up to the window, there's a bounce, and they fly off the back of the cart, and they tumble and disappear down the path behind you.
Does anyone notice?
Theron, please feel free to make a spot check. Bata, please feel free to make a spot check.
He's looking forward, though.
I know. Bata is very much unaware.
Oh, no.
That's a 15 for spot for Theron.
Theron, that little ball of stuff falling away from the cart looks an awful lot like Zaz, and like they're tumbling away from the cart and in control of how they're falling, but they're going at a high speed. And now the swarm of those things is eclipsing Zaz and just keeping up with the cart. They have not broken away to go pick up the lad.
So they're leaving him alone.
So,
Yes.
Side note, real quick: can Sam get the fishnet onto the top of the cart? Not like deployed or anything, but like.
You mean just poke yourself up, like stand up and like do that?
I think he just wants to flip the net up onto the cart so it's accessible.
Yeah, just giving it to Theron.
Oh, you can pass it to Theron.
You're not
Yeah.
going to have time because she's going to jump off the very second.
Theron, use this, and then just hand you a fishnet up against this swarm of flying things.
Theron takes the net and her eyes fixated completely on Zoss and what's going on. She does a long sigh, goes, Bata, you're going to have to stop the cart. And she jumps off.
Is there any sense of urgency to that, or just you're gonna have to stop the cart?
Yeah, you do sound a
It's a long sigh.
You can't just say, like, stop the cart and jump off.
Stop the cart! Ah! And jump.
But no, she doesn't say it excitedly because she was waiting to see if they were just not going to do anything, but it escalated with a bad roll and just lamentably says, gonna have to stop the cart.
Does Bata stop?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't say it. It's just say, oh, you have to stop.
If you stop,
I guess the question is,
I will
do you
need a
stop-
ride check.
Do you stop quickly? Do you stop slowly, or do you just not stop? Although if I was sticking my head up,
Unless you want to be a jerk, and since I was not like very excitedly saying you need to stop the cart, is it going to affect how you do
I
it?
think I am gonna be like, why?
Did you even hear Theron?
I do a listen check for that mumble. Just kidding.
I was assuming Sam had his head up since
Yeah.
I just took a net from him.
Yeah.
yeah,
What was that, Sam? What'd you say?
Sam will be the one that like punches Bata's shoulder, like stop.
Okay, I'm stopping the cart.
Ride check.
Oh. 18.
You're going to go about another 30 feet forward and then stop.
And since I guess we're already going to be engaging in this, Sam will pound the side of the carriage real hard.
Arden, there's an incredibly loud pounding on the side of the wagon. Would that wake you up?
probably.
You're woken up!
Yay!
Is that how you wake up?
Yay! Yeah, Arden springs to life, full of rest and vigor, with a big smile on his face.
And through the back door, you see a bunch of terrifying monsters.
And turn in the way of my AoEs.
I am the only one that saw Rat Boy, so
Yep.
it's unfortunate.
So, Theron, jump check.
Natural one breaks your neck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Wait, what is it? What is it?
That was one.
It was manifested.
Does it even bother? Do I even bother finding the score, or is it just?
No, it matters, especially with
You've
you.
already passed your skills.
You have some really good skill checks.
Oh yeah, that is still a 13.
So you jump off the wagon. The swarm of flying bugs is going to take their chance. What was your AC?
25.
So they speed around you and begin a grapple. Grapple check.
Do I have to do like 20 grapple checks?
No, it'll all be one. They're helping each other. They are actually specialized at this. This is how they eat.
Yeah.
That is only a 13 after everything's all said and done.
Ah, well, they definitely grapple you, and they start lifting you up from where you were jumping.
Oh, I didn't even land.
No. They're like, perfect. They're off the wagon. Swarm.
2 wonderful rolls.
Nice. Imagine jumping off the Rockstar stage and the people catch you.
Yeah.
You found your mosh pit.
Yeah, you're crowd surfing. You didn't even touch the crowd. It's magic.
And then they all, like, lock their mouths into your body and start siphoning off whatever they can. And in your case, that's a very interesting proposition. Please make a fortitude save.
Oh, hey, control shape to turn your blood into poison.
Good. Fuck. I 1, 5.
Oh my goodness.
You're getting there?
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
You said Constitution
Yep.
Fort safe.
or
Fortitude save.
Okay. Well, it's a 17.
Oh, okay. You only take half from this then. Take 1 point of constitution damage.
Oh, Constitution damage.
Yeah. So it'll temporary modifier to your con score. And they are siphoning off of your essence, whatever that is in the eyes of the universe.
They're Metroids.
And they are lifting you off 20 feet from where you had jumped. Combat has begun, folks.
Oh boy. So does Arden say anything when he does wake up?
Arden, you could arguably see this happen to Theron.
Arden wakes up to the banging, looks out the back of the wagon, and sees Theron getting lifted off by
Fleshy gray flying
Nice.
centipedes.
Yeah, I suppose from your point of view, they'd already be covering her, so it's like a bunch of pulsating, like, worm snakes with little wings that are just lifting her off, covering almost her entire body.
Do I have enough time for like a freebie ID check on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Which one?
This case would be nature.
Oh, okay. That's a 14.
So, flying leeches with wings.
Oh. Are they all grappled with her, or is only one grappled with her?
Seems like they're working as a unit.
Okay, so it's a swarm?
Basically. It looks like it might be a swarm.
Okay.
Top of the round to you,
Theron.
Theron.
I think I can attack an air, can't I?
You could attack them.
Okay. Well, before going all goopy, she's going to try to do escape artist.
All right.
That is a 22.
I am sorry. They got good grip on you.
Okay.
You wrestle around with them, but they keep repositioning as you give them more parts of your body to bite.
Yeah, probably keep launching.
Isn't escape artist opposed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Their grapple is good. So you're able to get them to bite different parts of you and leave the ones already bitten less assaulted.
Oh. Your scars will be nice and like evenly dispersed and not, just the left side of your body.
Okay.
Pincushion.
I guess that's all I can do.
Unless you've got something you can do really quickly, you could scream out to your party or something like that. But trying to get out of a grapple in this case is pretty time consuming.
Right. No tax, though.
You're either attacking or you're trying to get out of it. Yeah, you can also feel how tough their skin is.
And I'm sure I can't use any, like, items. Because I'm being...
It depends on the item, but like if it involves you doing anything with your hands, probably not right now.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. After you, it's Zaz's turn. Lets them finish their tumble so they can come to a stop. They come to a stop. And they look up at the situation and go, "Oh no, Theron!" And then start trying to march their way back up the hill.
Yeah.
So they're on their way back to the map right now. And then, Sam, it's your turn.
So Sam had stood up and was looking back and could see this all going on.
And handed the net over to Theron.
If it was still in my hand, what would it be doing anyways?
Probably wrapped up with you.
Okay.
Okay. How far away? You said there was a 30-foot gap.
Yeah, 30-foot gap.
And then 20 feet in the air.
20 feet in the air. They were already about 10 feet in the air, so 30 feet up now.
I'm saying, so do we do the hypotenuse, triangulation? How far away?
If you're doing it at a diagonal, kinda, yeah.
So that'd be 40 feet?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sam over there testing the air.
Theron will be fine, question mark? And seeing Theron get launched into is very disturbing. So we'll scream a very loud scream that projects a kind of blasting wave.
A sonic wave, one might say.
A sound burst, one might say.
Yeah.
Centered on Theron.
All right. What are the saves for that?
This is a DC 15 according to this.
Fortitude, I assume?
Yes.
Wonderful. Theron?
15 for fortitude save.
Made it to beat it.
They did not beat it.
That's what I figured. Okay, so anyone that fails is stunned for a round.
Oh. Theron, make a tumble check.
Better than being eaten.
What else happens? Does there any damage?
Yeah, it's a 1d8 of Sonic. Ooh. So that's 6 damage to everything in a 10-foot radius.
Well,
But 3 for Theron.
this is one of those situations where they failed to save, but they're not stunned. Because they're dead. Theron, please make a tumble check as you fall to the ground.
Theron's dead.
No, the insects.
The insects only had 6 HP, I guess.
Also, did my HP go down when my con went down?
Yeah.
Your max did. So
Yes.
if you were
You lost
at...
9.
Yeah. So they all died?
Yep, all of them. Falling to the ground.
Damn. Whoa.
That was 1d8.
27 for tumble.
All right, you're going to end up slipping back to where Zaz is meeting up.
See, Theron's fine.
Yes.
I knew Theron would be fine.
And there's a few more of them.
Wait, is that when you do it? Then you're like all tense, and then like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, we're good.
All part of my plan.
Definitely.
Definitely.
All right. Anything else you want to do, Sam?
Clamber down from the side of the cart and go.
All right. Then we got Bata.
I still don't see anything, do I?
Yeah, and just Sam just screamed on the other side of the cart and then just walked off.
How?
He squinted.
No, like literally how?
How?
Okay.
I think it'd be reasonable to do a spot check, though.
Yeah, because apparently you're gonna look just
It's gonna squint some more.
You just hear screaming and like.
gonna pop my head over the wagon and look behind it and see. Oh, okay, 18.
So when you turn your head, you don't see the ones necessarily like right over there, like the living ones.
Where's over there?
The one's 5 feet from your head.
You peer to the back of the wagon, and you see all these like leeches with wings falling to the ground dead and going plop, 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 plop. And Theron just falling with them and then rolling out of them.
Theron, stop playing around.
Theron, if you look towards Bata, you're going to see like the ones right near them.
Okay.
Okay. Are you giving me a chance to like?
You'll be able to act in response to that on your turn. Next up, Arden.
Well, Theron's away from the cart.
There's a few more bloodsuckers around.
Am I aware of any of these additional insects?
Spot check actually for you. From inside the wagon.
14.
You will not be aware of these 4. You are aware there's some kind of distortion going around outside.
Like a spell?
Like an illusion, yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess if I don't really have an idea of what's going on here, Arden will attempt to dispel the magical effect.
Caster level check.
Oh boy, he's gonna dispel it so that I can see them killing me.
So you can see that it was much worse than what we saw beforehand.
Yeah, I really have no idea what's going on here, but there's obviously an illusion here, and Arden is just gonna grumble and
He's like, fucking woke me up for my nap. God damn it.
no, not a wake me up from my nap. It's more like, why didn't you wake me up sooner? Because we're in the middle of a living hellscape.
Yeah, Theron. Why?
Roll out of the way. Okay, so 12 plus 3 from specialist and the spell focus, so that's 13 plus half of my. No, sorry, that's 15, and then 3 from half of my master specialist level, so that's 18. And oh yeah, my caster level, right? So that's 9
Altogether?
Oh yeah, so sorry, 27. Yeah, someone's paying attention.
So as you finish your spell, you feel the air around you resist momentarily and then rip away. Like you're just tearing part of a sheet out of a bed. Ripping it right off. And the area around you bubbles out and then becomes drastically different. Things are a bit darker. They are more jagged. It looks like this illusion was hiding how sharp some of the natural terrain was, so someone's more likely to clip their cart, break a wheel, hurt themselves trying to rest up against something. Fundamentally, it's making the place look safer than it is. And then you see these insects, both on either side of Bata, about 7.5 feet away from their head, growing closer to them. And if you poke your head out that front window, this is up to you, you will see this bird person in the air floating aloft with their wings guiding their body but not keeping it up flying. And there's this clear crawling around of something underneath their skin. And it feels like the illusionary magic was drawn back to that flying bird.
Okay, so
Your specialization will give you that much.
Arden finally spell breaks. I guess considering what I'm actually seeing is worse than the illusion somehow, Arden will definitely be looking around and probably catch everything else in view.
So it looks like we're gonna die, right? Like,
I don't know what's going on, but everybody get inside the wagon now.
Okay, that's what you're going to do for your turn?
Yes.
All right. Enemy's turn. Bata, you're so full of blood,
I am.
and these bugs are hungry.
But is the illusion down?
His? That's a good question, because...
that would have been concentrated.
Yeah, you cast another spell, which doesn't necessarily mean that, but did you care to keep it up is the bigger question.
I suppose. Hold on now, because the mental image of just like the whole time, Sam just going like,
just like ham moaning.
When you did your scream, would you have dropped your illusion?
I don't necessarily know the rule. The silent image is concentration.
Ah.
Sound burst is not.
I think it's a more difficult concentration check to maintain a spell and cast another spell.
Yeah, I think so. One
I
moment.
think regardless, I did stand up and pop my head over the wagon.
That's true.
So
Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess the illusion's kind of moot.
So they just see a floating bear head full of blood.
They're like, okay.
Now they're coming for your head.
and they become visible to you as that spell gets cracked off, like the illusion gets dissipated, and they just kind of fold in from like shadows materializing next to you into living creatures with big hungry mouths and like long snaky bodies with wings. Probably like 5 or 4 feet away from your face.
You're good with bugs. Do calm animal.
sure. It's not my turn though.
Please make a concentration check, Sam.
Just the normal one? No. It's a natural one, so 7.
You break your leg.
Like when Bata stands up, they pop the illusion like a bubble.
Yeah, that's fine.
So they're gonna try and grapple onto you.
Oh, for God, that was a weird roll.
So Bata, they're covering you up in their bodies and trying to lift you off, but you're too heavy.
Oh, good.
They do not have the physical strength with just the 4 of them to carry you away like the stories.
Oh, I'm a grown man. I'm not a little kid anymore. Yet.
But please make a fortitude saving throw because they are hungry.
20.
You will take 1 point of constitution damage.
Oh, my constitution.
And then these ones are going to make a decision, even on their level, between Theron, who is heavier, and Zaz, who is not. And they're going to try and carry Zaz away.
It's rational thinking.
Zaz is not going to be able to resist their grapple, and they're going to lift Zaz off the ground by 10 feet and begin draining them of their blood.
Fluids?
Yeah, I guess because they've also been resurrected through the spire, so it's not like they have blood in the same sense. Okay, they're going to take full damage from that. 3 constitution damage for Zaz.
Oof.
And then the avian threat is going to dive bomb towards Sam.
Oh, perfect.
Is this like a audible thing?
Does it shriek?
Yeah.
Yes, it does shriek, and when it opens its mouth, you can hear the buzzing of hundreds of wings.
It's gross.
And when they land with possibly 4 times the weight they should possess in that body. Oh. And you can see this shift downward and then back up as it repositions the proper silhouette. And if you do look inside their mouths, you see many small insects moving around over
Don't
each
look
other.
inside her mouth.
Oh, it's Oogie Boogie.
Fate's light! Oh, God!
And we'll stop there for the moment.
Oh.
Wait, was there more?
Oh, I wanted to try and ID that thing.
Oh, okay. Please feel free to make a roll.
Oh.
You'll need the planes.
Oh. Okay.
Shot the dice head.
It never rolls, dude. It's just like, oh.
18.
So, that is a deep wasp swarm. They come from a place of thought on the farther planes, and when they're called here, they're materialized often into insects and invasive creatures that can enter bodies.
Can I ask a very specific question?
Sure.
Spells and spell-like abilities?
Can be difficult in affecting these things.
No. Do they?
Oh! They have a few minor ones. They do operate on the physical plane in a hive mind.
Do they have spell-like abilities or spells?
Their spell-like abilities and such are isolated to mind control.
Yes. Yes is the answer.
I can give you that much.
That's all I need.
I really hope you don't free that swan's mind while they're still in it.
No.
We'll stop there. Oh, God. I freed your mind, but your body's possessed.
The Curse of Coeurasa is a production of Reno Area Anthropomorphic Arts and Recreation for BLFC 2023. This episode was edited, mixed, and mastered by AJ the Ratty. Yima Quinn is our game master and the voice of Zoss and the NPCs. Arden Renshaw is played by Hawkfeather. Theron Perch is played by Dejarum's Pony. Bata Amica is played by Dabbles. Samuel Horstrom is played by Damek Kritu. Original music by Fox Amore. You can find more music from Fox Amore at foxamore.bandcamp.com and on Spotify. For more information about BLFC, the theme, and the lore behind your favorite characters and settings, visit goblfc.org.
You know, I love Zoss a lot, but he is just a liability.
You should say that in character.
Just in your dream.